Hello everybody on YouTube. Welcome to the very first Zelda game, just simply called The Legend of Zelda. Let's see a little demo here. Legend of Zelda. Long ago, Ganon, Prince of Darkness, stole the Triforce of Power. Princess Zelda of Hyrule broke the Triforce of Wisdom into 8 pieces and hid them from Ganon before she was kidnapped by Ganon's minions. Link, you must find the pieces and save Zelda. And here's all the stuff we can collect in the game. Now, fair warning, I have not played this game in at least a decade or so, and I'm not very good at it, but this is just kind of a relearning experience for me. And I just hope I can get better along the way, because I remember the first time I played this game, I sucked at it. Like, I was just really bad. But I just hope that, you know, things will turn around. Lots of really cool items here. Can't wait to get those. And with that, please look up the manual for details. Now, if only you could tell me an easier way to play this game. But nah, easy's for chumps. Gotta do it hard, man. Oh. Trying to figure out these buttons. Yeah, let's just go ahead and get rid of this. Now. Okay, there we go. Yeah, it's been a while. And of course, let's just call ourselves Link. Actually, no. No. Let's, wait. Why is that? Give me a second, guys. Can I call myself by my full name? I can. Yes! Let's register. Yay! I am Matster. Hear me roar. Alright, let's begin. And here we are. We are essentially naked. Or, as in, we don't have any items whatsoever. But if we go here... The classic line. Dangerous to go alone, take this. I did it, and he's gone. Yeah, when I first played this game, I always read it as, once you get the sword, Link raising it, it looks like he accidentally poked the old man and killed him by mistake. A little dark for a Zelda game, but, well... maybe that's just my sense of humor. Oh well. I'd say I can't help myself, but... we got more control than we think we do. Alright. So, to knock off the rust, I'm just gonna go ahead and kill some of these, Octoroks, I believe they're called? I used to think they were Deku Scrubs, but... Who's really keeping score? I mean, I don't mind if people call them by their official title, but I just prefer, you know, nicknaming things. Kinda like an old Nintendo Power magazine I saw as a kid, just nickname things all the time. And that's kinda where, you know, I got the influence to just nickname things. Hopefully it doesn't drive too many people crazy, because I really prefer to just do things my way. Even though I was taught to, I was taught to be obedient and everything. I'm gonna try not to say too many things about myself already, because I'm still new to this whole Let's Play thing, and I'm just coming up with random commentary. Just to start. For now, I want to do this game as... Wow, I'm bad at this game. Yeah, I'm just gonna try and, What was I gonna say again? I hope I don't keep doing that, where my brain just decides to forget a thread I was talking about before. Okay, sorry. Had to pause real quick. I kind of want to experiment and just do a bunch of different little test recordings and home videos and everything. I decided, since I really like Zelda games, I'll jump right into this one. If I don't die yet, that is. There we are, first key. Now... Another thing I want to bring up is, I like to do like 3-heart runs in other Zelda games, but in this game, I'm just gonna be a wuss and say, I just want to play the game normally, and just see if I can't do a as low of a death count as like, oh, well. Okay, first death of the run. Ah, yeah, off to a great start. I'll be right back. There we go. It was not that difficult. Wow. Like I said, it's gonna take me some practice. When I first played this game, I was terrible at it, but now I like to think my my analytical way, or my technical way of seeing games has gotten better over the years, because I've seen so many people play the game, these kind of games. I've seen many speedruns of it, and I just like to kind of see games that way, while appreciating the story at the same time. I like to have both. Sorry, my commentary's not great. I'm still trying to come up with stuff to say. Maybe in the future I'll come up with more interesting things, because I like to plan some of these out as I go. Of course, in this kind of game, it doesn't take me a whole lot of thought just to figure out how to, you know, play through, because some games, there's a lot of dialogue, like in the game, other characters talking, and it kind of offsets my my train of thought. And that's the trick, like having a good train of thought while you're playing. It takes practice, but it can be done. Seriously, if I could do it, you can too. Because my mind goes all over the place. Alright, first key. I remember getting stuck in this room a lot. I don't know why, I mean, they're just bats. Seriously, I've beaten Tears of the Kingdom with 3 hearts, doing the Lionel Gauntlet. I beat God of War Ragnarok on, like, hard mode, like, Give Me No Mercy mode, and even beat the Valhalla DLC in hard mode. Stuff like that. And yet, this game, I struggle with. This is such a simple game. Why is it so hard? Eastmost Peninsula is a secret. Ah, thanks for telling me that. And if you want to, you can, go ahead and be homicidal, and just train your dodging skills, and I'm bad at it. Go me. There we go. Yeah, doing this serves no purpose except to just flex, really. And as you can see, you can't really call what I do flexing, because I am not super player this time. One day I will be super player and earn that congratulations at the end. If y'all don't know what I'm talking about, I'd say check out Angry Video Game Nerd, because that was kind of a reference to some of the games he played. I used to like to watch his stuff a lot. I'm not so much an NES person. I just like to dabble in old games here and there. But later, I will do games that I'm really passionate about after I get used to the whole Let's Play thing. But now that I'm recording, I'm not doing as good as I would. When people say it's the Let's Play curse, yeah, I had to find it out the hard way. That once you start recording, it's downhill from there. But in this video, I want to at least do the first dungeon. At least. I might cut around here and there, or I might show the whole thing. I prefer showing the entire adventure. But, I might cut around, you know, whenever there's a lot of backtracking. That's kind of how I want to do things, make it feel classic. Wonder if anybody's yelling at me to shut up yet, because I am talking more than I normally do. But I just want to, you know, get the momentum going. I don't have to kill every bat here, it's not like they drop anything. Oh, he was in a cloud, weird. Gotta love these old classic games. Acting goofy the way they do with their Nintendo logic and whatnot. Now we got the bow. We can shoot enemies from afar. Once we buy arrows, that is, and I don't have arrows. But eventually we'll come around to that. I need to start grinding rupees too, because that's your currency. Yeah, sorry I'm not explaining a whole lot of stuff in this, but I would hope it's at least somewhat self-explanatory. I said that in my Mario Kart 64 Let's Play, didn't I? Well, there you go. I try not to repeat myself too much, because I tend to have a habit of doing that. Nope. Nope! Don't die. Okay, there we go. Oh, nice, boomerang. So here's our first item, or first dungeon item. Now, let's see if I can actually get to the end of the dungeon. Here's a good rupee grinding spot. Just come through to and fro here. Now, if you hear that roaring sound, that means we're close to a dungeon boss. And, yeah, things are gonna ramp up. Now, can I do this with just one heart? Wipe my hands off, I'm getting sweaty because I'm getting nervous. Goodness gracious me. Here's our first boss, Aquamentus. Yeah, I don't know if that's a reference to Aquarius. I mean, well, it's not, I think of the most random stuff sometimes. All I gotta do... oh no. Thought I died. Ah! No! Well, I'll be right back. Gee willikers. I can't get through the door. I can't get through the door! Oh, compass. Yeah, I forgot to show. Dungeons have maps and compasses in each one. So, I'd say try to find it all if you want to just find out where everything is. You know, maps show you the map layout. Compasses show you important items. Like, key things to pick up, like in this case, the Triforce. Wait, I'm lost. Actually, I believe this is a good spot to show that you can do shortcuts in this game if you know where they are. There we are. Yeah. See if I can't pick up some hearts here. Oh, by the way, try not to get grabbed by these hands, because they will take you to the beginning of the dungeon. And I don't want to show you that, I'd rather you just believe me. Okay, we're back. Now... rematch. Oh, you can... No, you know what, that's not very sporting. There we go, let's fight him for real. We don't need no sword beam, we can take him on. I can challenge myself. As soon as I don't keep getting hit. Right, fire. Now strike his head. Oh, no. Okay, I don't know how I won that, but that's the first boss. And trust me, that's the only easy boss. Yeah, things are looking grim right now, but it's how it's gotta be, I guess. So here's our first piece of power, piece of Triforce. I love that theme. It's so victorious. Okay, to be honest, I couldn't accept the fact that I beat the first boss with the beams at all. I want to try without the beams this time, because that's just the kind of person I am. I was just salty about that last fight. So, here goes. Alright. Come on. See, he's not as hard as he looks. Oh. Instead of hesitating. Okay, there we go. Okay, I feel validated now. Okay, 1 down, 7 to go. So next time, we'll be looking for more dungeons and see if we can't find more stuff along the way. Thanks for watching, everybody. Take care.